Hey guys, Joe101 here, and today this is my first ever speedrun of Minecraft. Basically, I recently saw a video, today actually, by a YouTuber that is called Old Gannon from the ZipCrowd server. And he did a speedrun and he got the world record, and I thought, well, maybe I can't get the world record, but I'll give it a shot. So I think I did pretty good here. I mean, I did, 42 minutes and 17 seconds. Okay, so we just saw it start. I just created a fresh new world, random seed. You saw it happening in hardcore mode, and the speedrun timer starts from the first second I start moving. So I just looked around real quick to see what I can find around me, and very luckily I found a village right here. So I got my initial 3 pieces of wood to get my crafting bench, pickaxe, and some extra sticks. Here I just wanted to see if I got carrots, just so I have some initial food, so just to be safe on that, so I don't have to stop and walk instead of sprint in any case. Pretty soon here I'm just going to kill some pigs, and I won't even get to eat these carrots. And you could probably tell, oh yeah, here I start fumbling a little bit because I'm a little bit nervous. First ever speedrun and that, didn't even practice it before. Yeah, it gets better though. So you might be able to notice, as I said, that I am not actually doing this as a live commentary. That's because I think if I would have done it as a live commentary, I would basically be silent for 90% of the game, and the rest of it would just be me panting and getting nervous about having to do everything quickly. So I just recorded without my voice, and I am overdubbing it now. So I'm not going to talk too much. I'm going to try to minimize the amount that I need to talk here, just so that I only talk in the important parts. The rest of it should be fairly self-explicable, I guess. Of course, since this is a speedrun, and the nature of a speedrun, if you want to get a good time, then you just have to use some duplication glitches, and I actually used the same one that Old Gannon used in his video, just that I think I have a slightly better method of doing it than him. We'll see it being done later. Anyway, for now, enjoy the video. Clearly, I forgot to use my axe here. So now I'm looking for a priest, since I've never seen this world before. I didn't know, I was just hoping I would find a priest by chance. I noticed that there wasn't any priest building here, but I still looked around for it. I don't know. I guess just to make absolute sure that I'm not just being stupid and wasting a great opportunity. The reason you want a priest is so that you can get the Eye of Ender. I mean, otherwise, killing an Enderman and going to the Nether and getting a blaze rod, that's a lot more work than actually just trading for it. And especially since we can use duplication glitches, it's not such a big deal. So I gave up on the search for a priest in this village. I thought I would just start walking along. I notice my food is draining here, so I eat a piece of pork chop any second now. There we go. And then I decide to duplicate it before I run out. So here's the method. There we go, first attempt. Very nice. So what I decided to do here is try and search for... Oh, no, I didn't get it the first shot. Is try and search for a village. Another village. Hopefully that one would have... There we go, you just saw the duplication. It basically doubles up the amount of items that you have. So I wanted to search for another village to try and find a priest that I could actually use. So I just duplicate a few pork chops here. I fail a few times here. This is really difficult. I noticed though in Old Gannon's video, the method he was using, that seemed to waste a lot of time for him. So I thought I'd just try a slightly different method that could potentially have a higher success rate. And I think this does have a higher success rate. I'm not perfect at it. I didn't practice it before. I literally went into a creative world like 10 minutes before I started the speedrun just to see if I could figure anything that's slightly better. This is what I came up with. I think it's decent. I don't know if there's a better way or not. Anyway, here off in the distance, I just noticed a desert temple, which is phenomenal because I wanted to get notch apples, and for that we need gold. Any amount of gold because we can duplicate it. And, you know, I was hoping I could maybe get some diamonds, some iron as well, hopefully. Here I attempt to duplicate it up to a stack, full stack, just so I have enough for the entire speedrun. There we go. Jackpot. So now I grab the rotten flesh as well, and that's just so I could trade with the villagers. Of course, I want a priest, and since 1.8 priests can trade rotten flesh for emeralds, I don't really need that, but I just want to get 1 emerald from that, and I also need to unlock his trade. The Eye of Ender trade is the 5th trade for priests always. So that means we have to have 2 unlocks, so 1 will be with the rotten flesh, and then 1 will be with gold. By the way, I'm sorry if I sound a little bad here. I have a slight cold. I'm a little sick, but I'm just gonna do this commentary in one go. I'm not really gonna attempt to do it more than once. This is just a fun little video. I don't want to make this anything serious or professional or anything like that. So here I am chopping down a tree. I really hope to get an apple here. I'm looking around for any cluster of oak trees. Not finding one, I decide I just continue looking around for another village as I wait for the leaves on that oak tree to decay. I thought I saw a village there, but it was just a desert well, one of those random little well thingies. This is a very good area to actually find a village, since there's desert, savanna, and plains biomes very close together here in high quantities. So it's a pretty good place to find villages. Just I had no luck at this point. And there we go. The apple that I needed. Later we will obviously craft that into a notch apple with the gold. So the search for a village continues. So here I just heard the spider, and I decided to go for him because I needed string for both the bow and to make beds later, which speed up the killing of the ender dragon quite substantially. I looked down just to see if there was an easy to get skeleton, because I also need arrows to duplicate. Didn't see one, so I decided to just continue so long as I still have the daytime on my side. Near-death experience. It's fine though. And there it is. I catch it in the corner of my eye. A village, and the only building that I actually happened to see was indeed the priest house. So I quickly run over to that village, and I can tell that it's becoming night. I can see the sky dimming. I didn't actually have a clock by me timing myself, but I can see the sky beginning to dim itself out, and it feels about right. Then I check and see the sun fading away, or sinking away. I don't know. I forget what's the word. So anyway, I continue running towards this village, and immediately I see the priest. Very nice. So my first instinct is to encase him, just so, well, it's about to be night, right? So I'll just get some quick blocks, encase him, because I don't want him to die by the zombies. I don't want to leave it up to chance. Here again, I'm fumbling a little bit with my blocks. There we go. Now I try and push him into this little thingy that I made for him. There we go, and now I proceed to secure it with more blocks, just so zombies can't get him on the corners, and no baby zombies and that can get him. And then I just get some wood here, and make it completely zombie proof. So this guy's safe. Now it's becoming nighttime. I need to find somewhere to go down. I want to get some stone. I want to get some more duplicating done with my diamonds and gold, and I didn't have an arrow at this point but the string, and I figured maybe I'd do a feather as well, because if I can't find a skeleton, might as well have a backup, so I could dig some flint or some gravel to get some flint and make arrows that way. So here I dig down and cover on top of myself, just so no creepers or anything come in and surprise me. Don't really know why I dug down all this much. It was quite unnecessary, but I did it anyway. I don't know, I hoped maybe to find a cave where I could kill a skeleton or something. Doesn't really matter though. So then I decided I would just do the duplication, whatever I need, right over here. So I dig a nice big area for me to do it. And then I do some multi-duplication, I guess. I need to duplicate the rotten flesh as well, because the villager trade, as I checked before, was 38. I actually duplicated it twice, I think. Unnecessary, but still. So here it is. I think I fail on the first time. Maybe not. Oh yeah, I don't. Very nice. So you see that gold building up and those diamonds building up. I actually don't think I successfully duplicated the gold. That was one of the things. But the diamonds and the gold will soon build up. I actually duplicated the apple even though I didn't need to. I should have only duplicated the notch apples once I had them. Very nice. Another successful duplication. The stress is real. You can't really think. It's kind of like UHC, where you can't really see the stuff and you need to think quick. What do you want to drop? What do you want to duplicate? What don't you need? So I hear zombies breaking doors and I hear villagers taking damage. I just want to quickly pop up and make sure that our villager of choice is safe and secure. It's a bad choice here to use cobblestone. That slowed me down a little bit. But not a huge deal. So I determined that my villager is secure with high certainty. I don't want to pop a block so that no baby zombie can surprise me or anything and kill that guy. Because if a baby zombie would drop into that 1x1 hole with that guy, yeah, he's screwed. Okay, let the duplication commence. Or continue. So we got 32 diamonds. That's enough to start crafting all the armor and that we need. Of course, if I hadn't have gotten the diamonds, I would have just used iron, but since I did get them, that's very convenient to just go ahead and use them. So iron sword, iron pickaxe, diamond, and all the armor pieces. That's very good. And I think later I duplicated some more diamonds. So now we craft the almighty notch apple. And we go ahead and duplicate it a few times here. Yeah, here I duplicate the diamonds as well. It's not that I really need the notch apples, but they're just an extra security measure so that the Ender Dragon can't just kill me over some BS. So if at any point I feel stressed and I want to be safe, then I just chug a notch apple. And yeah, should be good. I don't really know why I duplicated more diamonds. I guess it's just so that if I needed anything extra, I just figured it's can't do any harm, and if I'm already duplicating the notch apples, might as well get some more value out of it. And I think this is the last duplication for now. Obviously we're gonna have to duplicate emeralds and Eyes of Ender later. So I choose to make an axe and a shovel as well, and then I make a little hole here, little trash can to get rid of all the things that I don't need in my inventory. Get out quick so a creeper doesn't drop on you and kill you over some BS. Okay, so now I want to safely check if the villager is still there and perhaps trade with them already. So I decided to just make a little thingy right here. Thingy is a good definition. So there we go, we get our initial emerald. We of course unlock the redstone and lapis trades. Then we also need to get another emerald, and well, we don't need the emerald really, we just need to unlock another trade, and gold is the easiest way. And here we have the Eye of Ender for 11 emeralds, so we just need to duplicate this 3 times. So here I try to use the method that old Ganon used, which is a lot more time consuming, as you can see here, and it's also a lot more annoying having to double tap the escape button so quickly. Unsure if I got it there, so I just figured I wouldn't waste time on it. So I blocked this guy off to protect him and went outside. Saw some skeletons, thought I'd kill them, try and get some arrows. Of course, just my luck, both of these skeletons didn't give me, or neither of these skeletons gave me an arrow. So I'm trying to find some more skeletons here to maybe get an arrow. Don't see any. Trying to think of what I could do in the meantime. I figured I'd go check on the other side, and there is a skeleton right there. And a creeper right next to him, so why not try get a record? You hit him once. Of course, he needs to deal the final blow. I kind of miscounted. I thought I hit him twice there with my sword. So it failed, and I just killed the skeleton. And there we have our arrow that we needed. And it's turning daytime. Very convenient. So we can kill off the zombie. And then we attempt to duplicate the emeralds again. As you can see, this method is a lot more annoying to do. Also, I think it's pretty obvious by now from what you've seen, but I also forgot to mention, I think, my method is better than Old Ganon's method for more than one reason. The other reason is that obviously you can duplicate multiple items at the same time. With his method, you can only duplicate a single item at any given time, so he had to duplicate, when he had to duplicate more than one item, he would have to do them one by one, and that was kind of silly. So yeah, this method is really a lot nicer. And I think I want to try this again at some point. Don't exactly know when. But yeah, here we proceed to duplicate these. We need to duplicate them 5 times? No, 4. It's 2 to the power 4. It's late, okay, and I'm sick. Don't judge me. Okay, yeah, it was 4 times, yeah. So that's 2. And we just need 2 more. There we go, another successful duplication. Seeing a lot of the splashes here on the title screen. Soldier just died. I kind of panicked for a second, but then I remembered I don't need that guy anymore. And anyway, it probably wasn't him that died. So now that we've got everything we need, a stack of arrows. Probably should have gotten the second stack in hindsight. I'm pretty sure I'll do that next time, get 2 stacks of arrows right away. Here I make 2 water buckets. It's always nice to have some water with you just to drive away any annoying endermen. Yeah, 16 eyes of ender should be enough to find the end portal and to fill it in. Here I make my bow, and I think I also made the beds here. Yeah, so we craft all the wool. Get some wood. Craft 4 beds. And get a little bit more wood just so we can craft the rest of our wool into a bed. And 5 beds, I wasn't sure if it was enough. I was actually right. Again, in hindsight, I can say this. So I duplicated these once. I don't remember if it was now or later. Again, getting rid of some things that I don't really need right now. Yeah, I think now I duplicated the beds. There we go. And just getting rid of some things I don't need. Don't need the emeralds anymore. I don't need the feathers, although I don't know why I didn't get rid of them. There we go. Successful duplication. Or not. There we go. I realized at this point that I said at the start of the video that I wasn't going to talk too much. Yeah, I don't know. I enjoy talking. I think it's nice. I watched Old Ganon's video and I felt like... I mean, it's fun to watch, but it was a little bit boring because it was just stale playing Minecraft. And I mean, even though it's a speedrun, it still is pretty slow-paced. So it's a little bit boring. It slightly gets boring after 30-40 minutes to just watch him sit there and watch him play the game that I've been playing for several years. So yeah, so I figure I'd just talk throughout this. Hopefully this makes it a little bit more interesting. I don't really know. I think if he would have talked through his, it would have been a little bit nicer. So of course here I am searching for the stronghold, using my Eyes of Ender to find it. I think I want to try play this again with the seed. I'm pretty sure I don't want to look in amidst to find where stuff is specifically, like to find coordinates in that. I still want to play this inside of vanilla Minecraft, but I do want to use this same seed again to play because this was a really nice seed. A lot of fun, just a lot of options, very diverse, and the villages, the temple, it was all very nice. I think the diamonds, they're nice, but iron would have done me the same thing pretty much. Wouldn't have made that much of a difference. I doubt it would even make more than a 10 to 20 second difference. Thought I saw a desert well here in the mesa out of red sandstone, but no, it was just random red sandstone that I guess you don't really see too often. Here we are, getting closer to the stronghold ever so slowly. We're already at the 26.5-minute mark, I think, almost. I just checked my coordinates here to see roughly how far away I was from spawn. Like, spawn is usually anywhere between negative 200, 200 to positive 200, 200. So I just checked real quick to see. Like I said, I didn't know where any of the cores were in this world. So I saw it go down in this block, and I decided to go down in that block. Again, in hindsight, that was a bad idea. I should have watched more closely where exactly it goes down, and I would have saved myself some time that way in finding the end portal, because I did struggle for a bit here and wasted I don't know, roughly 5 minutes maybe. Didn't really count it. Just a little check here, test throw. Now I've noticed in 1.8 torches and generated structures just don't want to hang on to walls. I first noticed it in the end portal after you kill the ender dragon, but here in the library it's also very eminent. So I'm pretty sure, I didn't actually check this, but I'm pretty sure the end portal was on the opposite side of the wall of that library room. I actually have no idea where that eye of ender came from. Oh, I guess it might have been the one that I just threw. Huh, I didn't think of that in real time. Anyway, here, like I said, I struggle to find the end portal itself. Definitely waste several minutes on that I could have otherwise used better. Or, I mean, could have just gotten a faster speed run, basically. Again, still have no clue where the end portal is at this point. Just sort of going around the stronghold trying to find it. And we get a record. On purpose, of course. I wanted to get that. That's why I didn't immediately kill the creeper there. What did we get? I think I showed it later, which specific disc we got. I think at this point I just wanted to kind of find the portal and get there as soon as possible. Chest. Useless. Much skeletons. You see the light and you know that that is the portal room. So quickly break the spawner. The second slide is usually the slide in which I keep my pickaxe, so I got confused here. I think more than once actually, and accidentally tried using my bow to break blocks. So again, just getting rid of all the excess items that I don't need. The Eyes of Ender, the stick, the feathers, the diamonds, I guess, and the gold, and I think I took the iron with me actually. I don't quite remember. I remember feeling sorry that I hadn't had any wood with me, because diamonds and a record, yeah. Yep, definitely don't need the axe and the shovel anymore. Just cleared up as many inventory. Oh, I didn't take the iron. Just cleared up as many inventory slots as I could. You know, just to make it nice and easy for me. Trying to figure out what's the best setup for my hotbar here. In my inventory, not that it matters for anything. Very important last minute adjustments. And we're in. Generating the terrain. Platform, not too bad, just on the side of the island. And in a second here, I have an absolute heart attack. Yep, you guessed it. Completely lose orientation and panic and eat one of my notch apples. I think I got back from that pretty quick actually. It wasn't that big of a blow to my time, if at all. Again, another hit here. This time I'm more prepared for it, less panicky. Thought I may have triggered that Enderman there. I didn't. Hear the Ender Dragon coming in here, and I divert him away. Again, like I mentioned before, in hindsight, I should have brought 2 stacks of arrows. The 1 stack was just not enough. I managed to deal with it, but I wasted some time that I shouldn't have. We all know the drill. Get rid of all the crystals. I think I got kind of lucky. I've never looked into how many crystals there are on average. I don't know if there's a set amount or a constant amount that's always the same number of crystals in every end. I don't think so though. I definitely think some worlds have more crystals than others, and I don't know if it's dependent on the seed or what. I don't really know too much about the end's generation, to be honest. But anyway, what I'm trying to say here is I got pretty lucky with the crystals. Not too many of them. This one crystal, it really annoyed me. I just gave up on it at some point. Any second now. Oh, really panicked there for a second, because it doesn't matter if he just hits me a couple times, but if he knocks me off the island, I'm screwed. They didn't have any ender pearls either. So I think at this point there's only 2 crystals left. There's this low one right here. And there's that other tall one that I kind of gave up on. Get rid of that one, and I decided to just go ahead and start killing this guy. Again, I gave up on that tall one over there. Check how many arrows I have left. At this point I'm realizing that maybe a stack wasn't actually enough. Only 15 arrows left. I was right. So now I try to use the bed tactic. Or strategy, I guess. Of course, for those of you who don't know, beds in the end as well as in the nether. If you try and sleep in them, they will explode in a pretty big explosion, and they deal a lot of damage. And the ender dragon really takes a hit when you explode a bed on him. I fail here the first couple times. It actually took me a while until I finally managed to get him with a few beds. Again, that's something I could improve next time. Try and be more accurate with the beds. I mean, I was trying to be careful because the beds could actually kill me. That's why I'm putting blocks in front of them to kind of sponge the explosion a little bit. I guess if you know how explosions work in Minecraft, you kind of understand. Here I'm going for that pillar again, and I see my arrows are going way too low, so I just give up on it again. I thought maybe I'd go back to it later if I see it's a disturbance. Just waiting for him to swoop in basically right now. Trying to divert his track until he starts tracking me. That quick F3 there, I think I wanted to see how close I was to 0-0, because basically the Dragon AI, here's the first fail. The Dragon AI works in such a way that he will pick a random location between, he will pick a random target between a player and 0-0 with this, I don't know if it's a specific Y value or just a random Y value. But basically, he either picks a player or circulates around 0-0. And yeah, and here I am trying to duplicate my arrows just so I can get some more. Again, wasting a lot of time here because while I'm doing this, I want to try and keep an eye still on the Ender Dragon, which kind of delays me a lot. Yeah, about the F3 screen, I just wanted to see how close I was to 0-0. Hopefully, like I thought maybe I should get closer, just so, another failure, just so that, I don't know, I could have a higher chance of him targeting me, because I think it's also, he picks a random target between those two, also dependent on which one is closer. I think that just influences the weight of that probability. Really struggling to duplicate these arrows here. Having a good computer really helps with this because the load times are unnoticeable, basically. So here I just say, well, fuck it. I'm just going to try and plop down a bed and see what it does to me, even without protection. And it wasn't actually too bad. Of course, I was wearing diamond armor. Here I again go for the pillar. Now that I have a few more arrows. This time I'm determined, and eventually I get it. Yeah. So no more crystals for Mr. Dragon here. We need to just straight up kill him by this point. Thought he was swooping into me, panicked and put down a bed. Decided to stay there. And it paid off because here he is coming back. And boom. The beds, they definitely speed up the process a lot. They deal It's not precise, but I mean, obviously it depends on how directly it hits him. But here's another fail. But the beds each time, on average, I think they take like a sixth or something of his health, which is very substantial, obviously. Greatly speed the whole deal. And I mean, if you try to hit him with arrows, it's really difficult. Yeah, there he was about to swoop in, hit him with an arrow, and then he didn't go for me. Yeah, it's difficult, and of course it lowers the chance of him actually coming towards you. So here he is swooping in. I get behind my little thing here and explode him. So there we go. 3 beds hit him by this point, I think, and he's down to just under half his health. And panic, do another one. Right, 1 more bed should do the trick. I think I actually killed him with my bow. I don't really remember. Let's watch this together, shall we? Yeah, that didn't do a lot of damage to him because the cobblestone blocked the explosion in the direction that he was going in. So, yeah, so at this point I decide to just finish him off with my normal weapon. He doesn't have too much health left. And I wait for him to swoop in here. Oh, I actually tried with the bed. Oh, yeah, I did finish him off with the bed. What am I saying? I tried to get a few bow shots. Just, yeah, I was trying to get him to go towards me. Since he wasn't really being as obedient as I would have liked. He swooped in there, but I wasted it because I didn't notice he was swooping in. And here is the final blow, I believe. Yep. So now it's just a matter of getting into the portal. The second I get into the portal, I finish the speed run, and that's time. So I preemptively make a cobblestone pillow just to speed it up. And that's it. So, just to show you guys quickly the seed. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.